Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tom Broderick. I appreciate you all being here today. This is really kind of an exciting event that we have. Behind us, we have one of the newest items that we have as part of our safety features of making sure that folks understand the importance of what to do in the event of a fire. And standing here with me is Chief Cravens and also Assistant Chief Wilbert Kelly, who together have worked hard to bring this particular trailer, the safety trailer, to us. And also with me is Tom Bannon with Community Hospital and Michael Schroyer, our CEO of St. Vincent's Ascension. About a year and a half or so ago, Chief Cravens and I started talking. When we first came in to office, the public library at one time had the firehouse that everyone remembers, and it had been decommissioned for a while. And we looked at that, and Assistant Chief Kelly, myself, and the chief decided we should bring that back on board, and so we did, and that's really been a good thing. But we started talking about how great it would be to be able to have a mobile unit, to be able to go around, to take it to fairs, to take it to schools, to take it to different locations, to senior citizen facilities and so forth, to be able to help people understand what they need to do in the event of a fire. One of the problems was, of course, this is an expensive proposition. And so the chief reached out to the good folks, Community Hospital and St. Vincent Ascension, and they were willing to become major partners in this. They essentially are paying about 50% apiece of the major portion of this trailer. The city has financially contributed, but their contributions are substantially more than that. And we want to thank you guys for what you've done. And I just might start with you, Tom, since you're obviously standing here close to me. Tell us a little bit about it. And I just want to say again, both Community and St. Vincent Ascension have been huge community partners to the city of Anderson and the community in general for such a long time. And we appreciate these fellows working together to make our city a great place to live. So Tom, let me just ask again, why you guys decided to do this. See, the police are trying to get ahead of us a little bit here. Tom, talk a little bit about your guys' involvement in this and why you decided to get involved.
Well, I mean, it's important, as you mentioned, to be a part of the community and really be partners with the fire department and the administration and everyone. Of course, our partners at St. Vincent Ascension, and want to congratulate you guys on 125 years this year. And, just to be a part of this, to train people to stay out of our hospitals, because we don't want to see fire victims coming into our hospital, smoke victims. So whatever we can do to help assist and keep the citizens of Anderson safe is something we're very much involved with.
Well, we certainly appreciate that. And again, thank you so much for what you guys do for the community. And Mike, same for you, a little bit about how you guys got involved in this and why you thought it was so important to do this as well.
Well, the chief and assistant chief came to us and told us about this project, what they wanted to do, and we were on board right away because we, as Tom was saying, we're strong partners in this community, want to do everything we can to promote safety and to actually keep people out of our hospitals, keep them well. And it was a great project to be involved in, and we're just very pleased to do it. And we've been committed to this community for 125 years and intend to be for another 125 and more. So anything we can do to help this community remain safe and keep well, that's what we're going to do. And love working, with the city and with the fire department, first responders as a whole. So we're just very happy to be a part of it.
Well, again, on behalf of the city, thank you so much for everything you do and your hospital does for our community, and particularly helping us with this great project today.
Okay, it's our pleasure.
Thank you very much. And now I might, excuse me, Tom, I'm sorry, might turn my attention here to you, Chief, and to Wilbert. Talk a little bit about, like I said earlier, we talked about this, and as the fellows here talked about, they saw this as a great way to help not only educate people, but also keep people out of the hospital. And I think people forget from time to time how unfortunate, how frequently we do have fires from time to time or some kind of an incident where people are harmed. And hopefully this will be a great educational tool to protect, especially young ones and seniors, and really remind all of us what we need to do to stay safe. So I want you to go ahead and talk a little bit about this, and then you might engage a little bit with Assistant Chief Kelly on some of his involvement as well.
Sure. Well, again, I would like to thank both hospitals for their major contribution to the fire department. This extra piece of equipment will allow us to continue our mission in the community, serving our residents and saving lives and preserving property and doing our part in cleaning up our neighborhoods and stuff. At this time, I'll turn it over to Chief Kelly. I'll just trade you here.
I'd want to thank both hospitals for donating funds to help us get this interactive trailer. I'm going to be glad to assist the citizens, the children, and everyone with fire prevention. Fire prevention, sometimes we don't think about it first, but in line of safety, fire prevention's at the top. We want to stop hazards before they happen, but we also want to educate everyone how to be safe. And if you don't have a working smoke detector, we still have smoke detectors to give away also. Thank you so much.
Well, Robert, thank you again, and Chief as well, and the hospitals, thank you for everything you guys have done. And I just want to say, you know, Anderson is so fortunate to have such a great group of firefighters and paramedics at work day in, day out to keep us safe. The hospitals work with these guys all the time through their emergency rooms, and they know how professional they are and how comfortable we all are to have such a great organization working for the city. But having this as another tool to help keep people safe is really a great thing. And Chief, I want to thank you for working along with Assistant Chief Kelly to come up with this idea and working closely with the hospital to help make this really a reality. So at this time, we'll go ahead and officially cut the ribbon. And Chief, you've got it here. Maybe have a couple of quick pictures before we do. Make sure everybody's in here real well.
My kids want to get in?
Sure.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
And if everybody in mind, we'll kind of count this down. 3, 2, 1. There we go. It's official. And thank you again, everyone, for coming out. We appreciate it. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much.